everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a good day. So today I'm on here to do is what I want to read in September. And but yeah, like I'm sorry if you can't see me. It's just the lighting is really bad in this room. But I just want to say is go hit the subscribe button, the notification button, and please don't forget. And if you hear that, that's my fan on, which is fine. If you hear any noises in the background, it's my dogs or my kids making loud racket. But anyhow, I'm here with my cup of coffee. I'm sorry that this video is going up late, but it's typical me. So the continuing reads that I have, because I've been so really busy, I did finish a couple of books for August, which I will be putting what I read in August up next weekend, next Sunday, because Friday I have to go somewhere. But I am going to continue reading. This is one of the continuing reading is Remember of it's a Colleen Hoover book, and it's Remembers of Him, reminds him of him. I'm going to continue reading it. I'm on chapter because I moved to another book on chapter 4. I'm on chapter 4 right now with it, and I just had to continue on with another book that I was reading, so that's one of them. The other one is Such Big Dreams. I'm on chapter 2 with this book. It's a big book. It's like 382 pages. I just have had a lot, like I said, just been really busy this month doing vlogs on my vlog channel, plus there's no excuse. But this book came out in July 2022. It's a really good book. I'm on chapter 2, so I'm going to finish chapter 2 tonight and everything like that. I was reading it yesterday. It's a really good book, so I recommend it. But yeah, I'm going to continue reading this one in September. So those two books should be done. This book is always going to be on this video because it's 101 essays that will change the way you think. It pretty much is a big, huge book, but I will be continuing reading this one. I haven't read it this month, but I want to read. I'm going to read it next month. Starting tonight, I'm going to see. I'm on chapter 10, so it's like I am going to read some of it tonight. So I usually read one chapter a night just to help me cool down for the night. So I stopped doing that. But yeah, I'm going to read that one, continue reading that. Now this book is the Outlander book. This is, I'm listening to it on audio, but plus I'm reading it. So this book, I'm going to continue on it in September. I'm hoping to be done it in the middle of September so I can give a review. I do have the second one, which will be added probably into September if I choose to do it. I'm not too sure because I got other books I got to read. This one I've started reading, but I stopped to continue on with another book that I was really into. When I get really into books, it takes me like 3 days to read. But it's called Truth Witch. I'm really interested in this book. Yeah, so it continues. It has 2 other books, but this is the first book to this collection. I will be reading this book this month, and it's a continuing. So those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books are all continuing readings, which I hope to get done before the end of or the middle of September, so I can do reviews on it. Now the books I'm gonna do, I'll tell you what I'm gonna read in September. This one book I really need help with because it's kind of confusing because I don't know which one is the first book. But if you know if this is the first book to this collection, it's from Sarah J. Maas. It's called The Thorn of Glass. I'm really interested in reading this, and I would like to read the first book first. So if you know anything like I own this, I want to know which one is the first one to this book collection. If this is the first one, I will be reading this in September. But if it's not, I'll be reading the first ever one to this book series. But please, if you can see it, I would love to read this book, but if it's the second one and I need to get the Assassin Blade, I will. But yeah, comment down below or go to my Instagram and tell me which one is the first one. Thank you. Okay, the other one is I read the second one this month. I finished it this month, but I had to go back to the library. This one has to go back to the library, but I'm going to actually buy it. It is called The Haunting Party. It is from the guest list. It's from Lucy Folin. And I really want to read this one. It's continuing on from the guest list, but I think it still has the same characters, but I want to read this one, so I'm gonna read it. Oh wait, and this is a this is not actually a continuing on one. I didn't get to read this one this month, but this is called the Winter Sister. So I will definitely be reading this one this month. It seems really good, like I was doing a video, but I am going to be doing what I read in August, hopefully next weekend. So yeah, so this is one of them. The other one is the Cruel Prince. I've heard so many reviews, things on this book collection and everything like that, but I really recommend. Like I've seen Haley, I think Haley Palm, who does BookTube, read this book collection and she said it was really good. So I'm gonna read this book this month, and yeah, I'll do a review on it at the end of September. The other book is The Burn Our Bodies. I started reading this book. I got it from the library, and it's a really, I'm gonna start it over again, but I really like this. I really thought this book was really good. I'm not gonna give you spoilers. I'm gonna read it first and then give you a review on it. But yeah, like, I bought it because I wanted to read it. So yeah, that's the other book. Now, those are some of these books I do own. But there's these more books that I have that that I will be showing you. The next book that I'm going to show you is If the Shoe Fits. I got this from the library. I will be definitely reading this book. But yeah, like definitely reading this one. The other one is Grown Up Pose. Now this does sound familiar, like it was a Netflix movie, The Matchmaker List. Praise the Matchmaker. So excuse me, Matchmaker List. I think this got turned into a movie. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But I want to read this book. I'm getting really into these kind of books. So I'm going to read this book too, and it belongs to the library. So I'll be reading that one in September. And then the other one is Not a Happy Family. Yeah. I did a library video on my vlog channel. I'll link that video down below so you can go check it out. I went to the library to pick these books up. And pretty much I just take books out of the library that I might be interested in. I try to read them. If I can't read them, I send them back. So this is another book I'm going to read. I have another book of hers here that I'll be reading probably in October. The other one, I bought this this month I think it was. And she said just last night, If I Ever Met You. I haven't read those ones, but this is Mad About You. And I'm gonna read this one this month, and I own this copy, so yeah. The other one is Sometimes in Summer. I got this from the library, and I should read the back of these books. Sorry. So I'm gonna read the back of this one, and then I'm gonna read the rest of the ones I showed you that I'm gonna be reading this month. Okay, Anne Lucy Bell believes in luck, bad luck. Bad luck made her best friend stop talking to her. Bad luck caused her parents divorce. Bad luck focused on her mother, Mariah, to sell the family's beloved bookstore. And it's definitely bad luck that Anne seems to be the only person who Mariah is unable to recommend a life change book to. When Anne finds out that she and her mom are spending 2 months in a seaside New England town called Rockport, she expects a summer pledge with even more bad luck. But Rockport has surprise in store for Anne, including a comet making its first appearance in over 20 years, and 2 amazing new friends in what will prove to be the most important summer of her life. Anne learns about love herself, and the good luck that can be found in an unexpected place. Critically acclaimed author Katrina Len transports readers to a beach too filled with fudge and hum days, and the cold bite of the Atlantic in this tender love letter to books, family, and summertime. Ooh, this sounds really good. I'm gonna read this. Definitely read this. Now, Love in a Time of War. So I got this book, so let's see what this book's about. In 1913, in a quiet corner of London, the 3 Fry sisters are coming of age, dreaming of all the possibility and the bright future offers, but when a war erupts, their innocence is shattered, and a new era of uncertainty begins. Sally loves Max, but his soldier in uniform is a German and not British, and suddenly the one man she loves is the one she can't have. Jessie enlists in the army as a nurse and finally finds the adventure she craved when she's sent to Gallipoli in Egypt, but it comes with an unaidable cost. Edith elopes to Cameron with her Italy lover, Carlo. But through her growing dump, it's real. Her marriage certificate is a lie. As the three sisters embark on journeys they never could have imagined, their mother, Christine Fry, worries about the harsh new relations they face and their exposure to the wilder world means for the secret she's been keeping. So that sounds really, really good, this book does. And I would actually read that book. So let's try to read the back of all of these books. Well, I already read this one in the last video. So, and this one too. I think, yeah. So this is Burning Our Bodies Down. Okay, ever since Margaret was born, it's been just her and her mother, struggling to get along, but she may have found a clue to her past, a photograph pointing her to a town called Fanham. Yet, when Margaret gets there, she feels it in her gut. There's something not right about Fanham. The towners field of dying corn and odd looks from the locations. Then a mystery girl who could be Margaret's twin is pulled from a fire, and Margaret realizes that her mother left this town for a reason. Only was it to hide her past, or was it to protect Margaret from what's still there? The one thing that Margaret knows for sure is that their position in her family tree, and her roots have dug so deeply into Fanny's that now she's there, she might never escape. Really good book. I'm gonna take a thing of my coffee. I'll read the back to the other books too. Okay. Hartley Hatley is the most in demanding wedding I think I said I was gonna read this month, but I'm gonna read it anyways. Harrison Hartley is the most demanded wedding photographer in town, but she doesn't believe in romance, loathes the ideal of marriage, and thinks chocolate foundation are abortion, which is why when her longtime partner proposes, she panics and suddenly Harrison is single and living down the hall from her ex. She needs a new apartment like yesterday. Enter Cal Clark, a hopeless romantic who just experienced his own wedding-related disaster. Harrison and Cal are like chalk and cheese, but as they go from strangers to roommates to friends to become clear, they're both running from something. When Harrison's most heavily guarded secret comes to light, her world implodes, and Cal, and with his witty humor and gentle advice, is a surprising source of calm at the center of the storm. With her career friendship. Sorry about that. The lighting sucks. With a career, friendship, and reputation online, Harrison must finally face her past in order to take control of her future. Because if she's willing to stop playing it safe and risk everything, to share her truth, her real love, and happiness may be waiting on the other side. Okay, so I'm definitely going to read this book. It sounds really good. So she says no to her fiance. I'm definitely going to read this. I'm going to start this probably September 1st. I think this would be the first book to read in September. And then Bracket Hill is upset. This is another book. It's called Not a Happy Family. Okay, Bracket Hill is upstate New York. It is an expensive place to live. You have to be rich to have a house there, and Fred and Shally Martin certainly are rich. But even all their money can't protect them from them when a killer comes to call. The Mertrids are brutally murdered the night after an Easter dinner, with their 3 adult kids, who of course are devastated. Or are they? They each stand and inherited millions, and they were never a happy family, thanks to their vindictive father and neglected mother. but perhaps one of the siblings is more disturbed than anyone knew. Did someone snap after the dreadful evening, or did another person appear later that night? With the worst of intentions, that must be what happened. After all, if one of your families were capable of something as a generous, gruesome as this, you'd know. Would you? Ooh. This book is gonna be good. I can tell you one thing right now. I probably cry through the whole thing. Okay, the next book. You know why I read these? On my last vlog I did, when I picked them up from the library. Having been pursued by her tight-knit Indian community to get married at young age to her first serious boyfriend, Anya Desai must now start from the beginning, learning who she is and what she truly wants. But Anya doesn't have time to start over. Telling her parents she was separated from her husband was the hardest thing she's ever done, and she's still dealing with the fallout. She has a young daughter to raise and risk everything to make it work by launching her own business. She's be forced to look into herself to become the strong, independent woman. She's never had the chance to be that kind of woman who would be proud to have her daughter follow in her footsteps. Acclaimed author Sonia Lei's new novel is delightful modern look at what happens for young women when tradition, dating, and independence call it. So this is not a movie. This is not the movie I was talking about. This is something else. So yeah, I'm definitely going to read that one. Okay, I'm going to read this one. Okay, Sharp Your Blade, Harden Your Heart. Jude was seven when her parents were murdered, and she and her twin sister were stolen away to live in the treacherous high court of Fairy 10 years later. Jude wants nothing more than to belong, and there's but many of the few disappeared human, exceptionally Prince Clarendon, the youngest and weakest son of the High King. To win a place at the court, Jude must defy him and face the consequences. From #1 New York Times bestseller author Holly Blake comes to the first book is a stunning trilogy filled with twist and enchantment as one girl learns the meaning of true power. Oh yeah, I said I was going to read this. I might read this. If I don't get this done, I'm sorry, but I will. Now, let's read this. 16 years ago, Sylvia's sister Freyphone, I can't say it, sorry. Freyphone never came home. Out late with her boyfriend, she was forbidden to see Freyphone. Was missing for 3 days before her body was found, and years later, her murder remains unsolved. In the present day, Sylvia returns home to care for her estranged mother, Anne, as she undergoes a chemotherapy. Once there, Sylvia discovers that Frey's former boyfriend, Ben, is now a nurse at the cancer center where Anne is being treated. Sylvia has always believed Ben was responsible for the murder, but she carries her own guilt about that night as she grapples with the past. Sylvia begins to uncover the secret that fills her house along with what really happened to that night when Fry's phone died. I can't say the name. Don't come to me. Okay, now this book. If the shoe fits. Okay. Cindy loves shoes. A well-placed bow of chin steak hills is her form of self-expression. As a fashion obsession, plus-size woman, she can never find designer's clothes that work on her body, but a special pair of shoes always fits just right. With a shiny new design degree, but no job in sight, Cindy moves back in with her stepmother, Eric Turman, an exclusive producer of the world's biggest reality dating show. When a slot on before midnight needs filling at the last minute, Cindy is thrust into the spotlight. showcase her killer shoes collection at network TV. Seems like a great way to jumpstart her career. And while she's at it, why not go on a few lavish dates with an eligible suitor? But being the first and only plus-size contestant and before midnight turns her into a viral sensation and a body positivity icon overnight. Even harder to believe that she can actually see herself falling for this Prince Charming to make it to the end and display the backhand compliance convincing producer. A house full of fuel constants she's not sure she can trust. Cindy will have to take a leap of faith and hope her heels and her heart don't break in the process. Bestseller author Julie Murphy reminisces of a beloved fairy tale in an enchanting story of a self-love, of believing in the happy ending each and every one of us deserves. That is not bad. I like that. I'll be definitely reading that one too. Okay. So as you know, this is the second book to Guest List. During the legendary days of Christmas break, a group of 30-something friends from Oxford meet to welcome in the new year together. A tradition they began as a student 10 years ago. For this vacation, they are chosen an intellect and isolation estate in the Scottish Highlands. The perfect place to get away and unwind by themselves. They arrived on December 30th, just before a hysterical blizzard seals the launch off from the outside world. 2 days later, on New Year's Day, one of them is dead, and the trip began instantly enough the emission of the stunning, if foreboding, sensory champagne. In front of crackling fire and reminiscences about the past, but after a decade the weight of secret resistance has grown too heavy. For the group, tensions nonstop to the bear amid that the most reveal of a New Year's Eve, and the quarter holding them together snaps, and now one of them is dead. Another one of them didn't. Keep your friends closer, and the old ages goes, but just how close is it too close? Woohoo! Wow. The beautiful one, the golden couple, the violation one, the new parents, the quiet one, the city boy, and the outsiders. One of these friends is a murderer, and one won't make it out alive. I can't wait to read this. I really can't wait to read this. Oh, I think I'm going to read this soon. After I've done that one book. Okay, and another one is called Thorn of Glass. So, this one is, in a world without magic, an assassin is summoned to this castle. She comes not to kill the Vice King, who rules from his throne of glass, but to win her freedom. If she defeats 23 killers, thieves, and warriors in a competition, she will be released from prison. To serve as the king's champion, her name is Cindy Sandthrone. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. The crown prince will revoke her. The captain of the guard will protest her, and the prince from Fairway Land will befriend her. But something evil dwells in the castle, and is there to kill when her compassion starts dying one by one. Competitioners starts dying one by one, and simply fights for the freedom becomes a fight for survival, and a desperate quest to root out the evil before it's destroyed her world. Please tell me which one's the first one. Please, 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 please. I'm begging you. This sounds like a really good book, because the sad part is that if I look at this book, if I can see it, my eyes not working. My eyes aren't working probably. It says the Assassin Blade is the first book to this book collection, and but I'm wondering if you go to the back. Yeah, see, this says that this one's the second one, so the Assassin Blade must be the first one. Please tell me which one's the first one. I got the second one, I think, but I need the first one. So, yeah. But it just doesn't make sense if you look at the back. You can see the back. You see the back? I hope you can. I really don't know. Seriously, I don't. Which sucks. But anyhow, thank you for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. And I'm new to this, so I really don't know how to do a book video, but I do vlogs and I do lifestyle stuff. So anyhow, I try to do lifestyle stuff. But anyhow, I really hope you enjoy this video. My September reads that I want to read in September, and the continue on reads that I'm going to be reading in September too. There is a lot of books that I want to read, but I got to put myself to the challenge to do it. So I might do this standing up the next time I do this video, because like the lighting here just like I got a light coming in through that way, and you guys can barely see me. So that's better. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry about the lighting. I know it sucks. I'm working on it. I'm really working on it. Like I got this small little ring light that I'm using that I got from Dollarama, but it's just too bright. Like too bright. Doesn't even do the job, because if you do this, if you turn it off, it does that. But anyhow, let's open back over here. Yeah. But anyhow, thank you for watching, and please get back to me on this book. If you watch this video, if you don't like it, that's okay. But I like it. I'm getting into books. My sister got me back into books, so I haven't really done any reading vlogs in a long time. But yeah. But anyhow, now you can see me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, notification button. I'm gonna try to delete those parts of me playing with my camera. But those are the books I want to read in September, and I already have a bucket ready for them for the September reads. The other ones are continue on. I'm actually listening to audio for the Outlanders, which I'm hoping to have it done in the middle of that, but it's a 31-hour book, so I'm trying to do that. And go check out my vlogs, and I'll try to link them all down below, but I'll try to link all the videos down on books that I'm going to be reading in September. So thank you for watching my TBR for September, but plus the continue-ons for September, because I didn't get all my books done that I'm supposed to get done. But anyhow, bye guys, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification button, and give me a chance. Thank you, bye.